I am intervention.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Mr. Intervention back again. And Joseph Burns has been traded. So after 2 unsuccessful seasons with the Atlanta Falcons, Joseph Burns has decided he's going to go somewhere else. He is going to go over to the Tennessee Titans. So let's go ahead and take a look at our depth chart to see what we're looking at here in this part of the career for Joseph Burns, as he will be under quarterback Jake Locker. Locker, pretty good quarterback and a deep ball threat when it comes down to it. He also is going to be seeing Carson Palmer come in when needed there. They also have Eric Russ at quarterback. The big man, though, in the halfback is going to be Chris Johnson. CJ2K himself is going to be running all over the field there. They also have Jamie Harper back there, as well as Ladarius Lockett. Fullback is going to be Owen Schmidt, with the receivers being Burns, Kenny Britt, Keon Taylor, Damian Williams, Colby Morris, and Emery Elmore going to be the guys that will be looking to catch passes there. Terry Washington and Colby Myers, the tight ends. They've got Michael Roos as well as Ben Blake. They've got at the left guard position Casey Wigman at the center spot, and Jason Spitz there. Benitez Mills will be right guard spot, with David Stewart over at the right tackle. Left end Jason Babin is going to be there with Adam Carricker. They also have Derek Morgan and Brandon Diedrich. D-tackle spots Jason Jones, Tony Brown, two of the big guys, with Jarrell Casey, Carl Klug out there as well. Linebackers Will Witherspoon, Antoine Applewhite, and Akika Alma Francis going to be out there as well. Alama Francis, excuse me there. Stephen Tellock is going to be the middle linebacker, with Colin McCarthy backing him up as well. At the cornerback spot, Portland Finnegan, Alteron Werner, as well as Jason McCourtney and Ryan Reed, the lesser of the Reed people. Michael Griffin, a former Minnesota Viking, going to be back at the free safety spot, with Chris Prasinski, as well as Nagui Gordon. I completely trashed that one. Nagui Gordon is going to be at the strong safety spot. They've got Bob Bronnus as the kicker. Punter is going to be Reed Forrest. So we'll be looking to try and see what we can do in this part of the career for Joseph Burns. This is his third season. Can he get to the playoffs yet again for only the second time in his career? And how will things go? We will find out. Hope you enjoy the content. Stay tuned for more. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are in Nashville, Tennessee. 66-degree weather today, so it's not too bad. Maybe a little chilly for those of you that don't like it below 70. So the Tennessee Titans is going to be the new home for Joseph Burns, and we're definitely going to be looking forward to some interesting matchups here in this season. So the first half of the season going to be played here in this video, as I am very excited to see what is going to go on here. And after playing it, oh man, was this a great start to see how things can go. As Joseph Burns heads out to the field, then you see the man himself. This is the fastest man in Madden 12. This is Chris Johnson. CJ2K himself will be getting ready to take the field, as so will the rest of them. As Jake Locker going to go back to pass, he's going to look for Burns, but he's going to find nothing but the grass. He's going to go down as Clemens makes the sack there. So 3rd and 15, Locker back to pass. He's going to throw that one over the middle, and that's going to be Jeremy Shockey, who's a new face to the team. Titans can't do anything with the football on that drive, so they're going to have to try again later. Locker goes back to pass. He's going to launch this one deep, trying to find Joseph Burns, but that's a little too hot. A little bit too far out of bounds there on that one. However, the Titans do drive. They are right there at the goal line, and this is going to be a throw to the right-hand side. Myers has got it, and he's going to score the first touchdown of the brand new season for the Titans. Titans take over about midfield here. They are leading 7-0 here in the second. About 5.5 minutes to go. As Jeremy Shockey gets a good catch and takes a big hit over the middle for 9 yards. That's his third catch. Look for something else here. They're going to hand this one off. Johnson's going to get it, and he's going to get just enough for the first down there. So that will continue the drive. Next play, Locker in shotgun. He's going to be looking back to pass. He's going to throw that over the middle to Taylor, but Taylor cannot hang on. That'll make it third down. And on third down conversions today, 3 for 5 on the day. So let's see what they can do. Here's Locker, goes back to pass, and then he's going to get nailed. That's going to be a strip sack, and Moyes going to land on it. That's going to be the Seahawks football. Seahawks can't do anything with it as the second quarter coming near to an end. Burns set up there on a post route. So we're going to see if he decides he wants to do that or if he wants to do something else. As he's going to go up the middle. Why not just run a streak? But that is going to be overthrown. Jake Locker doesn't have the best accuracy in the world, but he's got some pretty good accuracy for a guy that can throw the deep ball. Still 7-0 here as we're late in the second, and that is going to be caught all the way down to the 30-yard line. That is going to be a huge first down as Burns gets his first catch in the light blue. Still ticking down here in the second as Burns is going to come across over the middle on a slant. That's going to be dropped off to Johnson. Johnson's going to break a tackle, and he's going to find the end zone. That is going to be a touchdown as CJ2K gets the first score on himself. As Locker's going to get a low snap there. That one's going to be picked up off the ground, and Burns reels it in, but unable to stay in bounds as Locker just missed him by about a few yards. Still 14-0 here as the Titans have the lead. Burns is going to go over the middle. He's like, I'm not going to run the out route. I'm too fast for that. That's his second catch for 62 yards as the Titans are trying to move downfield even more. Third quarter with a little over 5 minutes. Johnson able to get the run there. He's got 48 yards on the day after 8 carries. That's enough for a first down. As Myers goes in motion here, they're going to hand this one off. No, they're not. They're going to do the play action, and Joseph Burns will get just enough room on that one. He'll reach out and snag that one for a touchdown. 21-2 the score. For whatever reason, when a safety happens in this game, it really screws up the scores on this one as Jake Locker is going to overthrow his man just by a lot. That is going to be incomplete. So I'm not sure if the score is 23-0 or 21-2, but either way, the Titans are winning, and Shockey's going to get a huge gain over the middle as that will put them in the red zone with 5 minutes to go in the game. And the Titans don't really need to do anything else as they will walk away victorious over the Seattle Seahawks. They will win it as Jake Locker's got a new favorite target in the receiving corps, and it is that man right there, Joseph Burns. 3 catches, 103 yards, and a score in his first game. Returning back to LP Field back in Nashville, Tennessee, Titans looking to see what they can do here in game number 2. That's week 2, getting ready as this will be an interesting one. A rainy day here. It's going to be against Tim Tebow and the Broncos. Denver Broncos gave Burns trouble last time when he was over in Atlanta, but we'll definitely have to see how things go in this game. Already in Broncos territory, Locker goes back to pass. He's going to launch that one deep, and Burns is going to step in front of the defensive backs, and he's going to bring that one in. So he mossed his guy and lost his friend as well. As that is going to be a huge catch as we take a look again. As Burns was open, that was underthrown, but Burns just ran right to the right spot, made the catch. Score now tied at 7 as it is late in the first quarter. CJ2K is going to break free. He's going to get a big lane, and he's going to run for a lot of yards at time, as that is going to put him in Bronco territory yet again. Now starting things off in the second quarter, as Locker with offset eye, he's going to drop back and throw that one to Britt. That's going to be over the middle, and Britt's going to get his first catch for 8 yards on that. A little bit further down in the drive there, that one's going to be thrown, and Taylor has a step in front of it. He's going to pay for it, as he's going to make the catch and then get hurt. Now late in the first half, 20 seconds left to go, as Locker's going to get a low snap there. That's going to be thrown over the middle, and Terrell's going to be right in front of that. That is going to be an interception for him. He's now got 2 tackles and a pick on the day. Now third quarter is Chris Johnson will run straight up the gut, and that's going to give him a good game, maybe about 15. Score still tied at 7. Burns is going to find an opening deep down the field, but Locker just can't find him. They will have to work on their timing and their connectivity here, as there's 4:04 left in the third. Burns goes over the middle. Locker scrambling and throws that one on the move, and that's going to be a catch over the middle, as Burns now with 41 yards on the day. Tennessee Titans 2 for 5 on the day on third down. Burns will get that catch, and he's on the right side of the sticks. On that one, is going to be a first down, as Joseph Burns brings that one in. He's been having trouble staying on the right side of the sticks, but thankfully the Titans able to win this one here, as Burns not a whole lot of action in this one. Not a whole lot of action in the season so far, but he is trying to establish himself, as this will be a win for the Titans. Alteron Werner, player of the game, with 2 interceptions and a tackle. Now we're going to move on to week 3. Yet another home game for the Titans, as the Titans are ready to take on the Indianapolis Colts. But sadly, the Colts do not have Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is out with an injury. He's going to be out until like week 7, week 8. As that is going to be an interception by Black over the middle. The linebacker was right there for that one. No score, though, for the Colts, as they could not make anything happen. Joseph Burns, though, will make something happen here. He makes the catch, shakes off the tackler, and takes that one to the house, just falling into the end zone. Maybe exhausted from all the running he had to do there. Now Titans up 7-0. Now with the ball, it's going to be another drive. Locker's going to roll out to the right, and he's going to fire this one with everything he's got, and that's going to find the hands of Joseph Burns. That's another catch. Now 121 yards, and the score on 2 catches. As Joseph Burns, you see there, has got the stats, 60 yards per catch on the average. As Burns now is going to say, you know what, I don't run stop routes, I run go. He had that one deflected, nearly was able to catch it off the tip, but it bounced off the helmet, then the hands, and just fell down. That one is thrown badly, thrown on the move, and Powers steps in front of that one. That's an interception. Colts, however, cannot do anything with it. Titans looking to make something happen here as they lead this 10-7. That is going to be Jeremy Shockey over the middle. He's going to take a shot. That's going to be a first down. Now getting into the fourth quarter, as Locker goes back to pass, he's going to find Burns over the middle, and Burns is on the right side of the sticks yet again for a first down. That's his third catch, 131 yards, and he's got that score. Still leading 10-7 here as the Titan drive continuing. Johnson's going to get nailed by the linebacker. That's going to be a fumble, as Clayton able to land on it for the Colts, but they can do nothing with it. As that's going to be thrown over the middle, and Brackett's going to be in front of that one. Brackett with the interception there. Colts, however, cannot do anything on offense yet again, as Locker's going to hand that off to CJ2K. Chris Johnson's going to take that up the gut for nearly 20 yards and a first down. Very next play here, Locker goes back to pass. Big drop. He slips and fires that one. It's going to find Washington. Washington over the middle to make that catch. That's going to be a huge first down for the Titans there. They still lead this by only 3. Joseph Burns, though, has a step in front of that one as the safety was lined up to try and intercept that one. Now 4 catches, 156 yards for Burns as Locker has got over 200 yards passing on the day. Locker back to pass. He's going to find Joseph Burns over the middle. That is in the end zone. Touchdown for the Titans. They lead it now by 10, 17-7, as that is going to be handed off to Johnson. Johnson nearly had enough room to make that entire run. And that is going to be how things are ended as Chris Johnson runs the clock out with a bunch of runs. And Titans on a bit of a streak now. They have won yet again. And so the Titans are starting their season off right with a bunch of wins in the win column. Bunch of W's as Burns 5 catches, 164 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day. As you see, he's got 308 yards total out of 10 catches and 3 touchdowns. So 3 touchdowns out of 3 games, so 1 per game. We take a look at the standings around the league. We check the AFC North. Steelers have tied it up with the Ravens and Browns, so they got a fight up there. In the South, Titans have it by 1 game over the Jaguars and Texans. Jets lead with the Bills over the Dolphins and Patriots by a game. Over in the East. In the West, Chiefs have this one by a game as they lead the Chargers. They are undefeated. Lions are 2-1 in the NFC North, as the North looks like it is pathetic right now. The NFC South, Falcons have the lead by a game. The Eagles also have the lead over the Cowboys by a game. 49ers have a game lead over the Rams and Cardinals over there in their division. Andre Johnson and Deshaun Jackson with the most yards right now, 351. Greg Little, Chad Ochocinco, Joseph Burns, and Marquez Colston all with over 300 yards on the year so far. Andre Johnson has got 6 touchdowns as Mercedes Lewis and as well as Antonio Gates have 4 touchdowns. Andre Johnson with 6, so he has been on a scoring tear as of late for the Texans. Now making our way to Kansas City, Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri, the site of this football game, and yet another rainy day for the Titans having to play in some wet conditions. So this is going to be a battle of the big halfbacks as Chris Johnson will be having a face-off against Jamal Charles as the Chiefs run their way out to the field. This is going to be a tough game for sure, even though the record might not reflect how tough these guys can be. They are definitely a tough team to have to face off against, and they've been a tough team ever since the 2000s. They've always had some kind of fight that they've had in their team on both sides of the ball, to be honest with you. As you see Jamal Charles running through the banners and through the cheerleaders and now to the players. This is going to be a fun game for sure. First drive here as Locker slips and delivers that one to Burns. Burns trying to shove off one tackler, but there's just too many of them. He's going to get a big gain there, over 15 yards. Burns trying to streak himself down the middle. That is going to be overthrown just barely, as Burns could not reel that one in. Chiefs now with the lead 3-0 as we are getting later in the second quarter. Burns with a good block. Stiff arm there as he's going to spin off his man, and he's going to get a lot of yards there, bringing it to Kansas City territory for a huge first down there with 3 minutes to play in the half. Watch this again, coming over on the end route there. 39 trying to make a play. He stiff arms him and then just spins off of him. A little bit later in the drive, looking to try and see if they can get something going here. Burns tries to get open. He will get the catch and bring that one down to about the 15-yard line, That's 71 yards for him on the day with 3 catches. Titans looking to see if they can penetrate and try to get into that end zone. They're looking at 3rd and 17 as Johnson's going to get the handoff, and he's going to find pay dirt. That is going to be a huge touchdown. You would think, why running on 3rd down like that? They might be selling for the field goal, but no, Johnson wanted the whole thing. Titans with the ball again in the 3rd quarter here. That is going to be thrown right into the hand of Britt as Britt brings that one down. That is a good catch for him as Locker's going to hand that off to Johnson. Johnson's going to find some running room and gets all the way out to the Arrowhead, and then the Chief goes down injured as well. Later in the drive, trying to see what they can do here on 1st down, as that is going to be a handoff to Johnson. Johnson's got beautiful lanes, beautiful grass all up in front. He's going to get a big chunk out of that one. Now later in the 4th quarter, score is tied at 10 apiece as that catch goes right over the middle on the post route. 103 yards now for Burns out of 4 catches, as he has been doing all right. No touchdown today as of yet, but he has been doing everything possible he can to try and get open. 2:28 left in the game as Burns is going to find room over the middle. He's going to catch that one short of the marker. 9-yard gain out of that one, as that's going to make it 2nd down. Next play, they're going to go deep, and that's going to go to the corner of the end zone, but that is just out of reach. Burns couldn't get both feet in there. That's going to make it 3rd down. And that is going to be how this game ends. The Chiefs unable to stop the Titans. Titans able to get a field goal, and they win it by just the smallest of margins, as the Titans still undefeated, as Nagui Gordon with a tackle and interception. He's player of the game. Titans going back home now, Nashville, Tennessee, back to LP Field as they will take on the Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals are going to be looking and trying to see if they can make an impact. They are sitting at 2-2 at the moment, while the Titans sitting at 4-0. Hopefully they can continue their winning ways, as this is going to be thrown deep. Joseph Burns will find a way to get underneath it, and looky, the old Oiler outfits apparently sparking some high-intensity plays early, as Burns is going to catch that one over the middle. He'll find some room, get about 15 yards on that. That'll give him 74 yards out of 2 catches and a score. Titans leading 7-0 over the Cardinals at the moment, 2nd quarter. Joseph Burns trying to get open over the middle, and that is going to be well defended by the Cardinals. There's about 3 or 4 bodies over there, and none of them were Burns. Looking at 2nd and 9 now in this situation. That is going to be underthrown, and Patrick Peterson is right in front of that. That is going to be trouble. You throw to him, he's going to make you pay. Cardinals sadly cannot make anything happen out of that. So Locker's going to say, you know what, I'm going to have to make do. I'm going to take off. He gets about 10 yards and a 1st down there. 2 minutes left in the 2nd. Locker's looking over the middle. He's going to find his favorite tight end, Jeremy Shockey. And Shockey's going to bring that one in. That's going to be a 1st down. Later on in the drive, looking at 1st and 10, he's going to fire that one to Burns. Burns on the stop route, able to bring that one in. That's a 1st down for Burns, as he's trying to find his footing with this team. As Locker's going to look deep for Joseph Burns, and the older luck is continuing as Joseph Burns goes deep for another score. Both scores by Burns, now 14-0. Burns gets jammed on this one, but guess who doesn't get jammed? That is Britt. And Britt finds the end zone. That's another score, and that's a 3rd touchdown pass for Locker this game. 3rd quarter now, as Locker is going to fake the handoff to Johnson, and that's going to be picked off. Sturdivant right in front of that one. Cardinals, however, cannot do anything with it. It's 21-0 now. Titans well secured in the lead, as it is 4th quarter time. Locker is going to find Joseph Burns over the middle, and Burns will get past the 40-yard line for a big first down now. 5 catches, 146 yards, and a couple of scores. Burns has been doing everything he possibly can in this game. So Burns looking to try and get open over the middle there as Jake Locker spins off a tackler, would-be tackler anyway, and he finds some room to run. He gets 7 on that one. Next play, Jake Locker going to go back to pass. He's going to look deep. He's going to find his favorite target, or his new favorite target, but he overthrew him, and Patrick Peterson's got yet another interception. Can the Cardinals do anything with it? No, they cannot. They turned it back over themselves. As Burns gets open over the middle, excuse me. And if you'll just watch the replay, Burns was able to not only make the catch, but he was able to stretch out as he nearly slipped, came back for the football, grabbed it, and then put himself over the marker. Cardinals are able to score late as they're trying to see if they can get the onside kick to go, and it is not going to happen as Jeremy Shockey out there with a hands team. He's able to pick that football up, and that's going to be it for that one. Titans 5 for 8 on third down in this situation. Looking to throw this one. That's going to Harper. Harper's going to break a tackle, and Harper is showcasing, hey, I'm a good runner too, not just Johnson. As you see Larry Fitzgerald and a few other guys on the bench just watching their defense get shredded, and that will continue to happen until the final gun sounds. Titans win this one in an easy fashion, 21-0, as the Cardinals, 28-6. As you see, Finnegan had a couple of interceptions in this game as well. Reliance Stadium, Houston, Texas. The Houston Texans now the opponent for the Titans. Can the Titans continue their winning ways? Well, we'll just find out here in a few minutes as you see the Titans making their way on the field. Sadly, on this game, the Titans did not even have a proper introduction. They were just called the home team. So, yeah, there's a lot of buggy issues about these Madden games, but you know what? This one was still fun. As we take a look at the guys that we'll have to face, Andre Johnson, one of the big guys that we'll have to definitely contend against. If he continues to score like he's been doing all season, then this team will be hard to stop. You see Matt Schaub making his way out there as the quarterback will be trying to see if he can connect with his target. Titans already up 7-0 thanks to that combo, and Johnson's going to make a swift move to his right, and that's going to be just enough for the first down. A couple rushes and 13 yards at this point. Titans looking to see if they can continue their drive. Burns is going to go over the middle. He's going to get jammed up. He'll make the catch, though, and that'll be a good gain for 6. So a humble start for his day. Now looking at 3rd and 10 here in this situation. This one's going to be thrown. Burns is going to turn around, leap up, and make the catch and be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's his second catch for 32 yards as the Titans are right there on the doorstep, and they are knocking as it is going to be 2nd and goal now in this situation. Johnson's going to find enough room to be able to put it over the plane. That's going to be a touchdown as Chris Johnson scores. Ball game is tied now late in the first as Joseph Burns is going to do a stop route, something he's not really fond of, but he's going to make the catch and bring it down to the 5-yard line. That's his 3rd catch for 48 yards as Joseph Burns has been doing everything he possibly can in this drive to help his team. Let's see what they can do here. 1st and goal with 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Joseph Burns untouched over the middle. He's going to make that catch, and that's going to be a touchdown. Titans take the lead. Texans able to get a field goal later in their drive, and they're going to find a way to get the score a little closer as Chris Johnson can't make the catch over the middle. 29 seconds left in the half. Locker in shotgun going back to pass. He's looking. He's going to take a shot deep over the middle. Burns coming over to help, but nobody can make the catch there. That is knocked down, well defended by the Texans. Next play, 2nd and 10, 22 seconds left in the half. Burns gets free from his guy. Can he get underneath it? Yes, he will. And he's going to be untouched. That is going to be a touchdown. That is going to be Joseph Burns putting his team up big, as it is now 21-10. Texans cannot do anything before the half. Titans get the football as Locker is going deep again to Burns. Burns is going to turn around. He's going to make the catch. And the quarter cannot hang on as Joseph Burns just leaps over into the end zone in a cocky manner. Watch this guy. He has to stop, turn around, make the catch, gets past his guy, and then he just leaps in like, oh, that's where I belong. So Titans now up 28-17 as the Texans able to get a touchdown on their drive. But Burns says, you know what? Y'all need to just back off. Touchdown Titans. As Joseph Burns does another streak down the field. And that's going to be a huge score at the end of the third. Locker now with 266 yards and 4 touchdowns. And guess who has scored all 4 of those touchdowns? It has been Joseph Burns, as that is going to be an onside kick that's going to be picked up by the Titans. And that is going to be how this game ends. Titans will win this one in glorious fashion, as Texans basically shot out with them as much as they could, but they just could not keep up with the firepower, as Joseph Burns, 7 catches on the day, 265 yards and 4 touchdowns. So he's showcasing himself now with 838 yards on the year. Colston, 770 yards for him. And then you've got Johnson down there with 587 touchdowns on the year. Joseph Burns and Andre Johnson tied with 9 touchdowns apiece. And then Jackson Nance has 6 touchdowns for the Bills. As we take a look at the standings, Titans are the only undefeated team at 6-0, as the AFC North has the Steelers and Browns tied at 4-2 in their division. In the South, Titans have it by a couple of games over the Texans, who they owned in the last game. In the East, the Bills have a couple game lead over the Dolphins, as the Pats and Jets are sitting at 3-4 right now. In the West, Chargers have 1 game lead over the Chiefs, as the Chiefs have been struggling a bit. Lions lead the North at 5-1. Packers are sitting at 4-3. In the South, the Falcons with a bit of a lead there, as they're 4-2. Buccaneers 4-3. Eagles lead 5-2. 2 games over the Giants in the East. And in the West, 49ers up by a half a game over the Cardinals, as the Titans looking to see if they can continue their ways in this. But starting off in a rough start, Johnson's going to run up to the left-hand side and get around the guys to get a first down there. Raiders are leading this one 7-0. Joseph Burns has to struggle to make that catch. His first catch for 10 yards, just shy of the marker though. 3rd and 1 now after a yard loss for a run by Johnson. Locker looking to the right-hand side. He's going to find Taylor. Taylor's going to tippy-toe the sidelines and make the catch for the first down. Titans looking to see if they can at least get downfield for a score. They can. The Raiders have been destroying them on offense, as that is going to be a deep throw to Joseph Burns. Burns will catch that in stride, and he's going to find the black end zone for a touchdown. Joseph Burns with the first score for the Titans. Titans sitting right now on 3rd down. They're 2 for 5 on 3rd down. The Raiders again with another score on offense there. Burns will get that catch over the middle and just cannot get enough speed to get through everybody, as that is going to be a huge catch for him. 3rd catch for 105 yards and a score. last little bit of time in the half, as that is going to be a tipped pass, and Burns has to come back and catch that one, as that is going to be taken down there. Third quarter starts off. Titans are down big. It is 28-7, and with turnovers like that, Wembley able to lay on the football. Raiders get it. Nothing happens out of that drive, though, for the Raiders, so Locker fortunate to see his team in better straits, as CJ2K nearly broke one. Johnson taken down after a huge gain there. Still down 28-7 in his third quarter. Burns is going to get open there. He'll find the football, and that'll be his second score of the day. Second score for the Titans as he flies into the end zone for a huge score. Touchdown, Titans. Jake Locker with 245 yards on the day, 2 touchdowns. Both of those going to Joseph Burns at his last couple minutes in the game. It is 31-14. Taylor tried to get that one over the middle, but he cannot hang on. And that is going to be it for that. 2:03 left in the game. Looks like the Titans will have their first loss of the season against the Raiders, as that is a huge snag. Britt able to hang on for that one, as that is going to get them a first down. Locker now looking at 2nd and 17. Burns will catch that over the middle for 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 8. But sadly, Titans cannot do anything. Their time runs out, and their undefeated streak is broken now, as they will get their first loss against the Oakland Raiders. A very good game by the Raiders, as they took advantage of all the turnovers. Tyrell Cooper, 15 carries, 86 yards on the day, was player of the game. As you see, Joseph Burns now over 1,000 yards receiving for the year, as he has got 11 touchdowns. Andre Johnson now with 10 touchdowns, but he's only got 602 yards. As we go back to the standings, the Lions look to be the number 1 team on the radar of the NFL, as the Chargers, Titans, and Lions, the only teams with 1 loss on their record. Back to LP Field for a primetime game. This is going to be a good one. This will be up against the Chargers. Chargers are looking to see if they can make something happen with their season, as they are going to be doing everything they possibly can to improve themselves. After the first drive ends in a field goal, this one will go over to Burns. He's going to get a short gain of a couple of yards there. Nothing doing on that drive, however, as Locker's going to go back to pass, and Burns will catch that one over the middle, and then he's laid out. A huge hit there. That's 11 yards total now on the day for him, as Johnson's going to make his way up to the right-hand side. He'll get the first down. Titans down 10-0 as Chargers have the lead, as Burns will get that catch, and he's going to find an open lane to go upfield. He'll get near midfield, as that is going to be a great catch and a great run for him, as he's trying to see if he can get his team back in contention. 2nd and 14 now on this one. Burns gets jammed up a bit. He'll make a short catch here for 4 yards, as Locker is perfect on the day, 4 for 4. Burns now in the drag route. He's going to get the catch that time. That's going to be short of the marker. They're going to say he did not have it. Titans will get a field goal, however, as Chargers now only up by a touchdown. Joseph Burns going to see if he can equalize that here, and that is going to be incomplete, out of bounds on that catch. 9 seconds left in the half, as that is going to be another shot deep, and Burns is going to stay in bounds this time. He's going to get the football, and he's going to find the end zone, being on the right side of the pylon. That's a touchdown. Score's tied. Titans get the football in the third quarter, starting it off. Burns tried to go up and get that one, but Kaysen is in front of it, and that turnover is going to be a problem. Chargers will get a touchdown out of it, now leading 17-10, as Burns having trouble getting open there. He'll one-hand snag that one, and that'll put him past the 40-yard line. 7 catches now for 110 yards. About midway through the third quarter, Joseph Burns going deep as he loves to do, and he's going to find the football, bring that one down as he spun around, snagged it, and then brought it into the end zone. That's a score for the Titans, and that is going to tie this football game up now 17-all. Fullback dive. That one going to Smith, trying to get that extra yard and a half that they needed, so they're going to have to bring out the chains for this. And thankfully for the Titans, it is a first down. So the Titan drive will continue in this deadlocked game. Sadly, they cannot do anything with it. Chargers can't do anything either, as Burns is going to try and go deep for this one. He's going to spin around, make the catch there. And boy, he's been doing these turnaround catches all day today. That's number 2. That's another score. Titans with the football yet again here. It is a tie ball game yet again. Chargers and Titans are tied, deadlocked at 24 with 4 minutes to go in the game. Now a minute and a half to go in this one. Neither team relenting defensively, neither team giving up offensively. Burns able to reach up and bring that one down. That's going to be some yards, but 90 seconds left in the game. And they've got to make something happen now. It's now or never. As Burns able to get free over the middle that time. He'll get near midfield. They just need about another 20 yards, and they can make a decent field goal attempt. And sadly, the Charger defense cannot stop the Titans. Titans able to go downfield just a bit more. They get the field goal, and they will win it. So Chargers drop their second game of the season. Titans win again. Burns 12 catches, 269 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Hope you enjoyed the content. Like and subscribe, and tell me what you think about the content so far. Hope you have a great rest of your day. May God bless you. Take care.